Hello, class. I hope that you are doing fine. Today, I am going to take advantage to explain one important topic that refers or it's the continuation with the topic related to adjectives and with the comparatives that we already studied. In this case, we are going to concentrate or to focus on the superlatives. So this is the main topic that we are analyzing in this case. Okay, remember that as we've been covering and analyzing in English, when we refer about adjectives, this is a review. The adjectives can be classified in short adjectives and long adjectives. Remember that the aspects that determine an adjective short or long is the amount of syllables. So one syllable is considered short, and a long adjective is to be considered by having two or more syllables. Remember, in this case, we may add an example. This one is tall, or we may add here the expensive. Okay. Remember also that adjectives that finish with y are considered short. They can be long, but it's an exception, so they're considered long. That's why an adjective like heavy, it has two syllables, he and v, so most people would write it here, but like it ends with y, we consider it short. It fits in the category of short adjective. When we refer to the superlative, remember that the superlatives we have two ways to express it as the comparative. When we have the short or the long adjective, we have two ways to express it. For in Spanish, the superlative equals to el más. When we say el más alto, el más interesante, and so it's going to be the two in the two ways that we are going to express it. The situation is that in English, as we've been analyzing, the rules are a little bit different, because when the adjective is short, we express this in one way, or when adjective is long, we express it in another way. For example, if I say el más alto, or if I say el más caro. Okay. In English, tall is a short adjective. That's why to express this sentence, we say da, we add the adjective, and we add est at the end. So it means that it would be the biggest, the tallest in this case, the tallest. We may also say, for example, with big, like the example that I was writing, big is the same situation. And remember that we continue with the same rule. Consonant, vowel, consonant, we double the last and we add est. So this is one of the rules. When I say heavy, I say the heaviest. Remember that heavy finishes or ends with Y, so we change the Y by I and we add est. These are the two rules that we have. Okay, with the in the case of the long adjectives, the rule is more similar than in Spanish. We say da, okay, we add most, and we will have the adjective here. So with expensive, if I want to say el más caro, the most expensive. So this is the rule. For example, interesting, the most interesting. Okay, so this is the situation that we have with these adjectives. Remember that an adjective like good, the adjective, we don't have any rule, it's an exception. So we have the best, this is an exception. And for bad, we say the worst. So keep that in mind, that we don't say the goodest or the baddest, the worst. Okay. This is the most important that we have. Remember, classify the adjectives in short or long. When it's short, we express the rule in this way. Okay, like here, the tallest. When it's long, we express in Spanish is like this. In English, it would be with the most. That's why we need to be careful to understand very clear this topic. Remember that the comparative is for when we compare two objects, is for comparing two objects. The superlative is when we compare more than two, okay? For example, I have 3 cell phones. I say my cell phone is the newest, or my cell phone is the most expensive, or my cell phone is the cheapest. So that's the idea that we need to keep to have in mind when we analyze this topic. This is precisely what we have in the following exercise. When we have the short adjectives, we add da and est. There are 2 rules. For example, big, when the word finishes with consonant, vowel, consonant, we double the last one. Big, the biggest. Hot, the hottest. When the adjective finishes with y, we change the y by I and we add est. Easy, the easiest. Heavy, the heaviest. Okay, the heaviest. When the adjective is long, we add the most and the adjective. The most exciting, beautiful, the most beautiful. And we have exceptions. Good, the best, bad, the worst. Okay. And it's important to remember that we all also use, we don't have to use in this case than, like in the comparative. In the comparative, we say it is more expensive than. In this case, no, we don't have this expression that sometimes some students confuse and add it. Confuse it and add it. Okay, for example, here, in this case, we have 3 people. The superlative shows who is the superior one. So, Al is short, yeah, he is the shortest. Ed is thin, so of the 3 of them, he is the thinnest. Consonant, vowel, consonant, we double the last consonant. Al is wearing colorful is long, so the most colorful clothes. Ed is tall, so the tallest. And Joe is smart, so he is the smartest. So this is the topic that we have that we are analyzing today. I hope that you understand, and you have doubts, let me know.